Our next contestant is Chris Smith.
I rock the funky beat and everybody move your feet and still bombing on these haters like a motherfucking North Korean. Test me if you want to, I put you in a body cast, terrorizing rappers with one single simulcast. I rep the West Coast, LA to be specific. My body of flows move like the Pacific. Shake the ground below these niggas, let them know it's the end. We might be cool, but I'm not your fucking friend. No new niggas, cause I'm 20 years in. J rocks the bells, I chime like Big Ben. I'm taking elevators all the way to the top. Outcast to these babies, cause I know how to rock. My daughter says I'm old, I tell my daughter that I'm better. I'm a winner with a chicken dinner, word to the third, and a 3-piece with the biscuit and the large side of fries. I'm making niggas hungry, make the same niggas cry. Roach on the wall when your guests come around. I fucked up the spot.
What's good, man? We back with another week of hood humor. First and foremost, I want to say shout out to my boy Brandon Black. Hope you feel better. He was feeling a little down today, so he's not here, but I know he tuning in and he watching. But y'all just heard my boy Chris Smith with that track, Here We Go. Shout out to Chris Smith and all them boys over there in the LAX area doing their thing. This pandemic is fucking with a lot of people, but we here. You know, we got the Deacon with us today. You know, he's a long time guest. He's a long time shit talker of hood humor. And we also got my boy, man, representing Inglewood Champion nonprofit organization out of Inglewood, California. They doing good things for the community, man. They giving away shit. I know niggas like when they hear giveaway shit, and they doing that. So, man, shout out, man. Hey, what's up with y'all, man? What's up? Tell us about the Inglewood Champions, man. Because some people be like, man, you know, I've never heard of them. What are they about? You know, let them know what y'all about.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay. We basically, you know, we grew up in the city. We've been hanging around there doing our thing. And, you know, growing up as a kid, you get into a few things, you know what I'm saying? But you got so many people saying, yeah, we from the hood. We give back to the hood and nigga, this, that, and this, that. And nigga, we run the streets and all this and that. But you ain't giving back to your city, your hood, your community until you helping out these people that's starving out here, bro, especially all this pandemic. And after all of this, what's going on right now in the world, Inglewood, the city is starving, bro. So we here to feed the community. We here to feed the little kids and the women, the children, backpack supplies, school supplies. We here to give all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
and they not lying.
That's basically what we about, really, because, you know, people be like, you know, I give back to the city, you know, I'm part of this, but you might be that person destroying the city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So instead of just destroying your own city, just build it, give back. Just go out to everybody that's really trying to like do something in the city. Man, give something back, man. You know?
You got to.
Just go feel good about yourself. You know what I'm saying? I know I do. And my partners do, and my team members do, and we ain't gonna stop. We gonna keep it going. So I really appreciate you for letting me get on your show and hang out with y'all for a minute. But go ahead, do your thing. I'm here. I'm hanging.
All right, yeah, for sure, man. And that's crazy. Yeah, man. Like I said, me and B, man, we reach out to anybody doing something for the community, and it's crazy you said that, man. We even said it last week on the show that. We all know people in neighborhoods who may do things, you know, some people may do gangs or sell drugs or whatever. But the thing is, nobody's perfect. Everybody's not going to walk down the same path. But the people in these neighborhoods that always shout out their hoods, what are they doing for the hood? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can shout me out all day, but if I need something, you know, I want to go to the park and barbecue. You ain't got no pits at the park. You know what I'm saying? Why don't y'all put, you know, stuff like that? It don't have to be nothing major, but you're right though. You know, like, what are you doing for your community? And so what y'all are doing is a good thing, and it may raise a lot of awareness to other people who figure like, what can I do to give back to the community? Because some people don't know how can they give back. They like, damn, what am I supposed to do? Go knock on everybody's door and give them $30? You know, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
But so what y'all doing is not just something y'all feel like y'all should have to do just out of the kindness of y'all hearts, but that's sending a message to everybody. Like, this is what y'all should be doing. Like, I even spoke with Deacon before. When we do things, we talk a lot of shit. Everybody knows us for talking shit, but like if somebody needs something, we there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we ain't never turned our back on nobody, but if we don't look for nothing from it, because we figure this is what you're supposed to be doing as a human being, you know?
Yeah.
But you know, y'all doing a good thing, man. What you think about that, Deacon?
Yeah, well, you know, I'm thinking about it and I'm saying, you know, brothers do this, they do that, but more than anything, you know, it's an accumulation of everything. We can't just single out one particular thing simply because there's a variety of things that's fucked up, you know, and one of them is you think about it. Okay, say you working in the hood and you say you're a shot caller. You know what I mean? You're a shot caller, and if you're a true shot caller, you could go in there. You can say, you know, check it out, partner. You guys, you know, y'all doing this, y'all doing that, and y'all running up on people that you shouldn't be running up on. You know, they ain't doing that world. You know, leave them alone and handle your business with each other, because the average Joe out there trying to make 50 cents or something, you running over there gaffling them or taking away their little bottle of wine or whatever and gaffling them. That ain't no shot caller. That ain't no gangster. You know, gangsters out of Italians did it, calling shots. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's real.
You're gonna be a shot caller, you ain't.
Well,
that's real. That's real.
You know what though? I will say this. You know, Deacon, we all grew up, and it was all four of us, even Julius down there in the V. But well, he's not really from the V. But like I say, we grew up in different sections of the world, so we have an idea of how things work from different areas. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up in South Central, you know, and you see a lot of shit here. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of work to be done from people in the community. You know, a lot of us, we tend to put our faith in, you know, like Newsoms and Garcettis and all them. Nah, man, y'all got to get out and do some shit. Like, how many of y'all have ever seen these old men in your neighborhoods get out in the morning and sweep the curb? You know what I'm saying? Have you seen that? Like, they sweep the curb, the dirt off the curb, and pick up the trash. Make sure they block is neat. Some people may look at them like, oh, they stupid, man. That nigga, I ain't doing nobody else's job. But really, if that's your neighborhood. That's your job.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
So we got to get back to it. You know what I'm saying? We got to get back to how you say it. Get back to that family orientedness. And you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody is so far spread.
They say a lot of things, which are a lot of things that are true. Like prior, you know, to Black Wall Street, let's say during Wall Street and after Wall Street, and blacks pretty much had themselves together. The neighborhoods, every neighborhood had a black neighborhood that was self-sustained. You know, they had their own laundry mats, they had their own cleaners, their own lawyers, their own everything.
Yeah.
Then after the boycott of the buses and things of that nature, and we started integrating everywhere, that's when we lost our independence. That's when we stopped manufacturing in our own neighborhoods, to where we could say, okay, you didn't have to go to school because you already had a business. You already was a blacksmith, you know, and it was handed down to you from your pops. You was already owning the cleaners. You was already had a taxi cab, our own buses. We had a variety. We had everything the other half of society did.
Yeah.
Then integration, no self-sustaining. You look at us now, and definitely ain't no unity.
You're right. I mean, I will say this too, man. A lot of people like us, I say it all the time when we're on social media and everything. Like, this show isn't biased. We're not a racial show on Hood Humor. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people may think of that because we speak a lot about our communities. You know what I'm saying? We talk highly of the black communities, which we should, because this is our community. But I say that to say this: we got to stop looking for W to fix our problems all the time. You know what I'm saying? Some people, it's some niggas right now waiting on that $1,200 stimulus. Like, that's gonna change their world. What the fuck is $1,200?
They ain't gonna get no $1,200. They ain't gonna get no $1,200. They talking about $300.
No, that's 300. Well, I'm talking about for the unemployment, but some people was thinking the direct payment was still a part of that.
They already said they ain't giving out no 12. They already said
they ain't giving out. I know they ain't giving out 12. So I knew that already. It was some motherfuckers right now. I bet you right now somebody saying, man, once that 1,200 hit, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna double that up. You know what I'm saying? Like, they said, we ain't giving these niggas no 1,200 no more, man.
Nah. You know, I mean, Democrats want to, but you know how McConnell and them be doing it. You know, they think they're giving everything to the black people, but it ain't that.
We got hey Chris Smith just hit me up, man. Shout out to Chris Smith. That was his song y'all heard playing, man. And y'all can check his IG handle out. We gonna have some more Chris Smith music coming to you later. But he said Black Wall Street was destroyed by some angry, envious, and jealous white people.
It was.
It's possible.
It was. I mean, not just them though. They had over 60 riots in all 50 states. You know what I mean? Amount up to 60 or 80 of them. So, and they destroyed the whole towns. So it wasn't just Black Wall Street.
Yeah, right. I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean,
and what a lot of people don't know, anything that catastrophic happened during history, they literally tied black people in the trees like witches and burned them alive.
Hey, Deke, say that shit again. Say catastrophic again.
Up your nose with a rubber hose.
That motherfucker, they were good. Hey, oh man,
you're a sick man.
Hey, Deacon, I'm telling you, man, it's so crazy, man. A lot of that stuff that's going on now, man, you gotta try to find, people who have like older relatives or maybe have parents from the South. You all heard them say you gotta find some good in the bad. You know what I'm saying? And with this pandemic, I've been telling a lot of people, try to find something good in this bad time, because look at the good side of what's happening. Yeah, a lot of people have lost their lives through this COVID, and people are hurting through this COVID. It's sort of like a recession times 10. But you got to look at it on the other side. You got a lot of people hiring right now. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people didn't want to go back to work because they was getting that extra benefit money from that unemployment shit. So when that shit run out, now these cats is talking about, oh, yeah, I'm finna go back to work. They ain't gonna have no job to go back to, because now the Deacon is the mayor of LA, you know? Shit, you know? I'm telling you.
They have, you can think about that. They got, you know what? People are saying like how many black people is catching this stuff. And per ratio, you know, we catching more than anybody. I mean, the Latinos are getting it more, but by the mere amount of them, of course they're getting it more because it's a lot more of them, and it's less of us. But ratio-wise, we catching it more because of what we be doing, what we be eating, how we be eating. They eat similar to us.
Hey, what the fuck does eating got to do with catching COVID-19?
It's all the bad food, my brother. It's all the bad food. You know that. That's what causes high blood pressure. That's what causes diabetes. That's what causes...
Oh, you talking about the pre-existing conditions they have?
Yeah. So that's from our eating habits. You know what I mean?
Hey, and that's right. If you really pay attention to how you eat, look at my boy over there. He's drinking a Coca-Cola right now. Look. I say, if you really pay attention to what you
drinking a Coca-Cola, washing it down with a punch, huh?
With a punch. That motherfucker said, shit, fuck what these niggas talking about. I just had 3 chilling tacos. Shit, nigga. I'm gonna hey, but you know what, man? If you really pay attention to your own eating habits, man, a lot of us eat too late. A lot of us eat too much greasy food. If you do your whole food schedule for the week, if you look at it Sunday night, what you ate through the whole week, I guarantee you for Black and Hispanic people, it consists of something fried 2 to 3 times out the week.
Yeah.
You know? And that's what fucks people up. And a lot of people don't know that shit comes out of your skin. You ever seen some people in their late 40s or 50s still with bad acne? That's all that Crisco coming out their fucking skin.
Say that lard, huh?
That lard, we had one boy, you remember his name, Deke. I ain't gonna say it on air, but shit, he said, man, I used to sweat a lot and use that lard and you know, use it as lube, you know, and get off in her.
Yeah. Right.
Motherfuckers are sick though. Shout out to that dude. He know who he is.
But no, I had a question for y'all. Okay, you know how they say the cases of COVID-19 is going up, and in the state of California, are they including the numbers that's in prison? Because I hear the people in prison is catching it like crazy right now.
Yeah, I don't think they include them because they ain't counting them.
Well, because technically in prison, they're not a statistic. So you don't count them along with the outside world. But So
Well,
we
damn,
don't.
they human beings. Damn, they
Yeah.
can't kill them.
Well, yeah, no,
That's crazy.
that's so crazy. You know, that's why they say about jail. A lot of people don't know. Once you go to jail, you become a slave. You know, that's the only way you can be a
That's a
slave
fact.
right now.
That's in the Constitution.
Yeah.
That's in the
Right,
Constitution.
right.
They trying to
So
get that changed now, though. They trying to
Right.
get it changed. I heard a
No,
senator talking
they
about it
changed it.
yesterday.
oh
Yeah, they was
yeah,
They
talking
try,
about it this morning. They was talking
the
about
yeah,
new
it
they
this
the,
trying to
morning.
get it
yeah.
changed.
The new attorney
Yeah,
general we got, Gascon. He already made a few.
yeah.
He already made a few changes. He was saying you don't need no money bail, no cash to bail out on a misdemeanor. He's trying to get that death penalty out of here. Also, something about his politician buddies or people in wherever he works at, they were a little upset with him because before he met with them after he was announced the winner, he met with the Black Lives Matter organization first and said, you know, like, I'm meeting with the community. Y'all, they voted me in, not you politicians. You know,
Right,
so
right.
I want to see what he does. I think he has a pretty a good mind frame of how to treat people. He was a cop for LAPD 30 years. I think he went up to Frisco to be a cop. He was attorney general up in Frisco area. Now he's he's a California attorney general, or is it LA
That's
County?
correct.
One.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
so
the DA. I think. Yeah,
district
LA.
attorney.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's the
LA,
DA.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I heard he changed a lot.
he changed a lot.
Yeah.
But you know, ever since
Jackie
ever
Lacey.
since Jackie Lacey, you know, I was telling my wife about that the other day. I said, we know that we all went to schools in the hoods. I went to Manual Arts. Deacon, you went to like 10 high schools. You was a bad kid. But we all seen women like Jackie Lacey before. You know, they may not have been the most attractive woman in school. So now when they get older and get a little power, she was throwing every nigga in jail. Like, not, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that that's how all women think, no, at all. Because you got some women that are more level-headed than some of your coolest homeboys, you know. But
Yeah.
You have to look at it, man. Like, it was a lot of people still doing time behind shit she had her hands in, you know. But we got to give Gascon a chance. We got to stay safe in California. This COVID shit is not no joke. You know what I'm saying? You employers out there, y'all should let y'all employees stay home for 2 to 3 weeks. Y'all pay them. Y'all got the money. Shit, y'all ain't losing nothing. Y'all rather have somebody come to work, risk their life to stand at a cash register with nobody coming in the fucking store. Like, what kind of shit is that, man?
Okay, I got one more question, then I'm gonna sit back and hang out. What do y'all think about this vaccine?
I mean, you gotta have some shit that's. I don't want nothing that's 94.9% accurate. I mean, that's still more of a 1% chance that I may not, you know, they may not take to me.
Right.
Tell you the truth. Not saying I do it, but people need to smoke a little weed. Yeah. A lot of people. You're
a sick man.
Hey,
speaking of weed, there though, the Congress is about to really legalize it federally, and once it goes legalized by the feds, that's it.
Hey,
it's a done deal.
I'm glad you said that. No, go ahead.
So it's going to be federally decriminalized?
Yeah, okay. Decriminalized federally. But I'm glad you said that though, Deke, because if you really look at it, look how many opportunities that a lot of black people didn't have a chance to partake in as far as jobs because they couldn't pass the screening because of marijuana. That was a plot, I think, to keep black people out of some of these high-paying jobs. That's just my opinion. Because look over the years.
Even if it's federally legal, you're still gonna be certain jobs you just not gonna be able to use it. Just like you can't use it on the drink on the job. You know what I'm saying? Right. You can't go to the job, no job drunk.
But yet still you can drink alcohol, but you can't do it a certain time before work. Now, if they federally decriminalize marijuana, they're gonna have to come out with some laws like that where it's got to be a certain amount of time you've used it before you show up to work, because you can't paint.
And thus is the dilemma, simply because they don't have a test that can definitively say you smoked 20 minutes ago.
Well,
30 minutes ago, like they can alcohol.
Well, see, that's the thing. They gotta find a way to do something, man, because this shit is crazy. And some of the employers may even like not having a test for marijuana because people think all drug tests are the same. They're not. You know, you when you're tested for certain drugs in people's bodies, you know what I'm saying? They're not the same tests, and some of these tests can get pretty expensive. And some people may say, how's it expensive for an employer? Well, if you got to test 70 employees per year and not all of them sticking around, that gets expensive.
Yeah.
You know, but
who's gonna pay for it? The taxpayers.
Hey, we pay for everything. I say what they say is no more middle class, but people like us who they would consider in the middle class, whether it be lower, mid, or upper middle class.
Right.
The middle class makes the economy go around. Poor people ain't paying as much taxes. Rich people ain't paying no taxes. So who paying the taxes? The fucking working middle class.
Yeah, but Ephraim, you don't sit up and put a Cuban cigar in your ass and puff it with your asshole and think that that's legal.
What? Hey, y'all be sure to never go to this man's church. What type of shit is this? Now, hey, you must got us mistaken for your buddy Miguel. For those of y'all who don't know the story, you know, we all worked at LAX before. And we had a buddy named Miguel. And, you know, I can say Miguel because you got a million Miguels in the world. You don't know who I'm talking about. Right. But Deacon caught him. Deacon, I want you to tell that story because I want to sit back and hear it. I still unbelievable. But I know the guy, so I know it's true.
Well, yeah, it is true. He was subbing as a baggage coordinator. So his job was to monitor bags, and anything unusual, he had to report it and investigate it. So he did. It was a bag that was vibrating that day. So he investigated it, and he opened up that bag. Once he opened up that bag, he found a female's vibrator, and protocol is when you find it, you got to contact the passenger, let them know you opening up the bag. Passenger didn't get it soon enough. When I went in there, he was sniffing that vibrator. Yeah. He didn't know about the lady or whatever it was. He was sniffing it. So I gladly got the name, went up top where the passengers was. They called the passenger, and it happened to be a man. So I went downstairs and told him, and he got really upset with me. He called me a motherfucker, a piece of shit, because I told everybody he was sniffing a man's dildo.
Hey, that is a true story, but that wasn't Miguel. That was Dean. Hey, that motherfucker. They say he had that motherfucker. Oh my God, she smells magnificent. then when the motherfucker went up to the jet bridge and saw, hey, that was the bag of that one you had to check. It was like, you know, it was a flamboyant guy. And so people, don't be going in people's bags, putting your nose on things. But I will say, tell TSA. But the story that we're telling about with Deacon, I ain't gonna take too much time. I'll say it real quick. And we also have Deacon saying this on a past episode of Hewitt Humor on YouTube. Y'all can check that out. Deacon ran to the restroom. We had a food truck at LAX. They serve cheap food, $5. Miss Miguel always ordered hot dogs with no bun and mayo on the tip. You know, it was just something he did.
That's true.
Deacon said he went to the restroom and he had to go. He went to the restroom and he said he saw somebody run in, but he didn't know who it was. But he checked the stall because the door was unlocked and he thought something was wrong. But when he went in there, he said Miguel had that Polish sausage in his rectum.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
What'd you say, Deacon? And it was protruding out. Huh?
Yeah, it was wiggling back and forth. And I was like, what the fuck was this? This is a sick man. And the cold part about it, when he got caught, he felt bad. So he poured it out and started eating it. This is a sick motherfucker. He wanted to get rid of the evidence.
Oh shit.
He's a sick man.
Man, I'm telling you, man. That shit is, man. We never had a dull moment up there, man. You know, when you got asshole supervisors, you got to look for your camaraderie of fellow employees to keep you humorous and laugh through the day. Because if we didn't have all of us up there, we probably would have beat the shit out of somebody.
Went to jail, huh? They already had to call. They called SWAT on our boy. Had like about 12 cops around him.
Oh man, and you know what? This is one thing I want to say too. You know, I get asked this a lot by some of my Hispanic friends. They always say, "Man, you sure do have a lot to say about Hispanics." I say, "Well, tell me if am I saying anything bad about them?" No, but it just you know. Well, how come is it that every time I speak to some of y'all will come to me talking about, "Hey, why do black people do this? Why do black people do this? Black people do." But if I say something about Hispanics, I'm racist. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. But we work with a lot of different people up there. We didn't. I know as far as the people we hung around with, we didn't see no color. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was cool. You know, we looked out for everybody. If somebody was hungry, we fed them. If we was hungry, they fed us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
or if they was hungry, they stole people food.
Or if they was hungry, they stole people food. Shout out to D. Will. That motherfucker, I never forget that day, man. Have y'all ever had y'all lunch stolen at work? Like, come on, man. Who the fuck? Like, we were loading planes. You know what I'm saying? We loading flights going overseas. So you load it, you get tired. It's come lunchtime. You go in the break room and you see some grown man eating your lunch. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that because I remember when the crew said they caught this guy coming out the break room and he had a brown paper bag coming up. And they looked at it and they're like, wait a minute. Hey, you got our co-workers lunch. That's what the pilot told him. He's like, no, my wife made this. Your wife's name is Andrea? Like, yeah, she wrote the wrong name on the back. We're reporting you. He got suspended for that shit.
Shit.
Motherfucking hamburger.
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying?
Man, that shit is crazy.
So they stealing. One second, they stealing y'all food. They stealing y'all food at the job, bro. That's why.
No, they wasn't stealing our food. We had a buddy that worked with us who was stealing their food.
well, we did have one brother steal some food. Now we had the chicken hawk steal some food.
Chicken, oh yo, that's your boy.
Hey, I told y'all people starving. That's before the pandemic.
Yeah, that was way before the pandemic.
Man, but hey, you know, that shit, man, that's so crazy, man. We met a lot of good people at that job. We met a lot of assholes. And what's so crazy to me is, you know, throughout this whole presidential 4 years of Mr. Trump being in office, we had a lot of other races of people who were openly speaking, especially about black people, like how they were so adamant showing like how black people this. Like every time somebody black was in the news, they would post it on their social media. Like, you see. So I countered them with this. I'm getting tired of a lot of you people that we know that we worked with before that aren't black, who seem to have a lot to say about blacks. Some of y'all forget. It was a lot of y'all that were sleeping with black people. You know, like y'all motherfuckers sitting there on social media making it seem like black people are animals, but some of these men and women who are from other races sleeping with black people said that was some of the best stuff they ever had, you know? Like, so y'all senior citizens, y'all need to cut that shit out, man. This ain't no fucking 1950, man. Y'all get out of here with that bullshit, because half of y'all was taught by the black community. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all came to California, and where did y'all adapt to? The fucking black community, because the white community wouldn't accept you. So y'all learn what y'all learned from us, then y'all want to turn it around and use it against us. Like, come on, man. But
it's some people like that, man. It's some people
teachers,
like that, you know,
teachers, yeah,
we all here, so yeah.
But see, that's the thing though. People got to speak up about stuff. A lot of people hold their tongue. It's so crazy because somebody won't voice their opinion on something that will affect a lot of people that look like them as a community for the better, but they'll raise their voice to somebody that looks just like them when they're mad at them. Fuck you, nigga. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why you didn't use that energy at this town hall meeting to these council people who trying to take y'all neighborhood from y'all? Y'all sitting there clapping in front of these people, but when a brother that you feel did you wrong say something, you ready to kill. So people need to take that anger to somewhere else. That's even like relationships wise. You know, some people, they argue with people they close to because they round them all the time. So you ain't got nobody else but to talk shit to the person you're next to. You see what I'm saying? So people got to find things to do as far as men and women. And a lot of men can't sit here and continue to blame women for everything because a lot of niggas are fuck ups. And when I say niggas, I ain't talking about black men. Anybody can be a nigga because a nigga is just another word for an ignorant person. You know what I'm saying? But people got to really find something to do with their spare time rather than use it to do something negative all the time. You feel me? Because it's easier to get in trouble than it is to get out of it. Shit, real tough. And that goes with everything, not just with the law, but with anywhere in a relationship. Like I've always said, don't spend 10 to 15 years building yourself up with one woman to let it all fall down over some one thought who don't give a fuck about you or your woman.
Same thing for her.
Same thing for her. But like I say, today's topic, you can't have them both. Pick one, man. You want to smoke weed or you want to take a nap?
I'd rather take a nap.
Take a 10-minute clergy nap, right?
You feel me? You know.
What about you, B? You can't have them both, man. What's something? It's crazy. This is a question that some people may find hard. What happened? Y'all losing?
This motherfucker done missed 3 field goals.
Deacon's a Cowboy fan.
This motherfucker.
It'll be all right.
It's a rough team to go along with right now.
Especially Lamar Jackson just got back.
After they lost Dak, it got rough for him, man.
Are you saying after they lost Dak, like they lost fucking John Elway or something?
That I never liked that motherfucker. He's a piece of shit.
Hey,
he was a good help, man. He'd have got y'all more than 3 and 8.
He's a piece of shit. I don't like him. I don't like Mahomes. I don't like Ezekiel. I don't like none of those brothers who feel like, you know, it's okay to shoot unarmed brothers.
Hey, so, and how do you feel about that, Deacon? B.A. and hey, even you, Jay, you could chime in, man. Being down there where you are, how do y'all feel about some of these pro athletes who are black and got a big platform where they could use it, but they tend to side with the law all the time? You know what I'm saying? How do y'all feel about players like them?
Yeah, that's why I say I don't like Mahomes because he don't believe in kneeling. He said that when it was all happening, but when all the white people started marching with us and all the other nationalities, then he like, oh, he wants to be a representative now, you know, after he was going against it. Same with that. Same with Ezekiel. Fuck them motherfuckers. You done already showed your cousin you are who you are.
Yeah.
Well, hey, man, they not trying to get blackballed like Colin Kaepernick.
Hey, but do you say he got blackballed? Because tell you the truth, I think in the end, after everything came out, he's going to be doing better than some of these players who only going to have a 10 or 12-year career. You know? Because he took a step.
Okay, I'm not going to say he got blackballed, but he just...
No, he did.
I'm not going to say he got blackballed, but he just had enough, you know? Because he grew up in a white family. You know, he was adopted. He was adopted.
Yeah, he was adopted, and I'm glad you brought that up, B, because it's so crazy that I don't personally know Kaepernick. You know, I don't know if he's really black or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you can look at the brother. You can look at him and with his hair and shit, tell somebody black somewhere. But what about dudes that look like us? Why we don't stand up for our own people? Why do we gotta wait for somebody who we call in the hood half breeds to represent somebody that look like you or I?
Yeah, why that? You know, and he's another half breed, but he look like us. How come Ezekiel gonna say some shit like that? How come Dak gonna say some shit like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean you're right, and you know what? A lot of people always ask me how the hell I become a Celtic fan.
There's still Uncle Tom's around?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, well, you know what? we call them Uncle Trumps now. Shit.
Hey, we had one.
Uncle Trump, huh?
We had one at the airport,
Uncle
my
Trumps.
brother. We had one at the airport. He was telling us, "Oh yeah, you old ass." He said, "You old ass niggas, y'all always talking about that. It's racism and stuff like that." Well, shit, this is the year 2015. Nigga, ain't no racism in 2015. Then when his ass got demoted, he's like, "Oh, they demoted me because I'm black." And get the fuck out of here. When it's useful and shit.
Man, hey.
He thought about it, huh?
Oh man, that shit right there is true. I remember that.
Yeah. You know who he is.
Man, I'm telling you, man, we met a lot of people. I never forget, man. Shout out to the Whispers, man. They came through and the deacon sang to him. And he also put a co-worker in a very uncomfortable spot because, you know, the two twins from the Whispers, I think, was it Scotty and Donnie or Walter or something like that?
Walter.
Yeah. They were at McDonald's, Terminal 7, up there getting coffee, cookies. One of the girls walked over who works with us, and he tells them, "Hey, you see this girl right here? She want to have unprotected sex with both of y'all." And one of the Whispers said, "Is that right?" I used to hate this motherfucker at the job, man, because he had people I didn't know coming up to me calling me fucking Wayne Brady and shit. And I'm like, some white dude came up to me talking about, "Hey, what's up, Wayne?" I said, "That ain't my name. My name E, man." He said, "Hey," that dude said, "Yeah, everybody's calling you Wayne Brady." I said, "Look, you call me that shit again, watch what happens."
Even some of the girls would call him Wayne Brady and be like, "I want to be fucked by you."
Nah, nigga, you sick in your fucking head, man. And I tell people like this: y'all need to stop listening to these motherfuckers, especially like this motherfucker had. Now we had a very flamboyant gay dude that worked with us. This dude had that guy thinking every brother wanted to sleep with him. This motherfucker right here. Like I was like, man. I tell you, y'all don't listen to this motherfucker who drinks beer through a syringe.
Remember, he was in love with Bert.
Oh man. Hey, Inglewood champs, if y'all ever see this guy, you'll know who he is, trust me. And he's a nice guy. Don't get me wrong. You know, we're not discriminating because, you know, he may be gay, but he was a real nice guy. We was cool with him, you know what I'm saying? He didn't ever come at us like that, you know what I'm saying? But it was a few people up there that he put it to you like this. He put a list up in the break room of guys he wanted to, you know, in the fucking break room. I was not on that list.
Hey. But I remember one day he was drinking some coffee in the morning, and he was sitting over there next to him talking, and the guy started blowing his coffee and fanning it in Eve's face, and he snouted up. His nose went in the ear. He said, "What the fuck is that, man?"
That shit, oh man. You know how somebody sit there next to you and go like this, like they try to fan the shit, and he's sitting there. Now I'm like this way. My face is over here. I'm not in his face, but he's sitting there. Oh. And I said, "God damn, man."
And that shit smelled like 36 pounds of ass.
Oh man. Hey, but on some other shit, man. Y'all looking at the sports, man. NBA season finna jump off, man. I think December 22nd is the opening season. Everybody in LA saying Lakers gonna repeat. But I got another thing to say. I'm a Celtic fan, and Boston might be getting Kawhi Leonard. Have y'all been looking at the internet?
Yeah.
So
Kawhi is trouble.
Hey, but look at it like this. the Celtics just acquired Tristan Thompson. That's a good pick from Cleveland. Kemba Walker, I think he got hurt, if I'm not mistaken. So it looks like the season going to start with Marcus Smart, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Tristan Thompson. And if you get Kawhi over there, do you really think the Lakers could beat that squad?
Kawhi, you don't know what Kawhi going to show up.
I didn't say Kawhi. I just mentioned 5 players, and you just said Kawhi.
But yeah, I'm just saying, you know he'll be the focus, but we don't know which one's going to show up because he so far he reminds me of Paul, what's his name?
Paul George.
No. The one used to play for the Clippers.
George.
No, not Paul George. What's that other motherfucking name?
Pierce.
Oh, Pierce.
No. What's the dude used to play for the maybe it wasn't Paul George. It was
Hey man, put the goddamn Steel Reserve down.
What's his name? Chris
Paul.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris Paul.
Yeah. Now Chris Paul's another loser. You know? And everybody thought he ain't never won nothing. He ain't even been to a championship game.
Yeah.
And that's what Kawhi reminds me of.
He got a ring.
Well, you look at it like this, man. Kawhi got a ring. I think he got a ring in San Antonio. His first ring was San Antonio. A lot of people don't remember that he had that ring in San Antonio. He was a big part of them getting that ring. You know what I'm saying? He was a very big part of them getting.
Okay, right.
Then
so how many rings he got? What he got? 3?
2.
1. He got 2?
2.
Oh yeah, 1.
Yeah, but look, man, we gonna take a little 30-second break real quick, man. If that's cool with y'all go ahead and Deacon. I know you look like you gotta let them chitlins out, and you
got to pick up that bottle again, huh?
Pick up that bottle again. Nah, but we gonna while we go to break, man. Y'all check out Chris Smith's song, man. That's my boy Chris Smith, man, and like I say, this like we said earlier, we got to show support to everybody. I reach out to a lot of people I know who do music or whatever and try to get them to send stuff. Some people even try to play the role like, you know what? I mean, how much you going to pay me for that? Like, bro, you just recorded your first song yesterday. What are you talking about? But this dude, Chris Smith, got some good music, man. Y'all shout out to Chris Smith. Y'all follow him on Instagram. And when you get that first video, we want to be in it. My boy Jay going to come from the VA. He going to be in it. You know, we gonna have Inglewood champion. He gonna be in it. You know, Deacon.
Yes, sir.
Deacon can't be in it.
I'm gonna have on my robe.
This is the only dude who go to a chiropractor with the robe on and put it on backwards and lay down on his stomach.
Hey, next up, Daddy. Our next contestant is Chris.
We got 30 seconds. Y'all wanna go ahead and
I rock the funky beat and everybody move your feet and still bombing on these haters like a motherfucking North Korean. Test me if you want to, I put you in a body cast, terrorizing rappers with one single simulcast. I rep the West Coast, LA to be specific. My body of flows move like the Pacific. Check the ground below these niggas, let them know it's the end. We might be cool, but I'm not your fucking friend. No new niggas, cause I'm 20 years in. Cool J rocks the bells, I chime like Big Ben. I'm taking elevators all the way to the top. Outcast to these babies, cause I know how to rock. My daughter says I'm old. I tell my daughter that I'm better. I'm a winner with a chicken dinner. Word to the third letter. 3-piece with the biscuit and the large side of fries. I make your niggas hungry, make the same niggas cry. The roach on the wall when your guests come around. I fucked up the spot and made a lot of niggas frown. I'm laughing at you niggas cause y'all are so comedic. Michael Jackson may be dead, but y'all still need to beat it. Scram, get lost, get the fuck up out of here. And when you leave the building, watch everybody cheer. Hoorah, hoorah, whack rapper said nada. I'm looking out the window waving at you saying bye. This is grown man business, boys better understand. But if you wanna learn a lesson, less and come fuck with the man. People give me love, it's only right I give it back. I give some love in my pocket, baby, hold on to that. So much love in my pocket that I walk with a limp. So slick with the word, took a thought I was a pimp. I'm the one you wanna see, 6 feet and 3D, standing tall over tall. Niggas got them watching me. Fire and desire always got me what I wanted. Got me liquor, fine women, microphones and hoes upon it. Never claimed to be the best, but I played it and never lose. Hitting game, winning shots, they feel the Carolina blues. I can do this shit for days, rock beats and feel the vibe. Rest in peace, fight dog. Always rock with the tribe. Here we go, it's the fantasy. You people want a part of me, I'm back on my bullshit. Here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
We back, man. We had to take a quick little break real quick, man. Shout out to Chris Smith again, man. So any of y'all out there listening, man, who got some music, send it to us, man. hoodhumorradio@gmail.com. If y'all want to connect with us, you hook up with either Brandon or myself. You can hit up Brandon at I am Brandon Black on IG, or me at Real100P. You can also hit up the Deacon too if you need a spiritual blessing. His name on Instagram is Don 210 Johnson. So I don't know why his name is 210. If I'm not mistaken, 210 is a San Antonio, Texas area code. But
no,
but yeah,
that 211 I be drinking. I took one number off.
Motherfucker was so drunk he forgot it was 211. That motherfucker put on there, get me a 210. But real talk, man. Wow, we gonna kick it to y'all for about 10 straight minutes, man. So we gonna just end it with some good little convo, good topics. Hopefully y'all get something out of this. That's just like when you're reading the Bible. You're supposed to pick something, when you read it, you're supposed to get something out of what you read. So hopefully we can inform you people on something that'll help you in what tomorrow or whatever.
Well, they want to know what you did on your 30-second break. Is it true that you had a turtle head that was coming out and you had to get to the bathroom quick?
Who you think I am?
Bathroom quick before
who you think I am? This motherfucker's crazy.
Before it lodged into your pants.
Now, who you think I am, Ted? I say, hey, you ever work with some people, man, that you hate working with because every 30 minutes you gotta find somewhere for them to shit. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But no, hell no turtle head. Hey, speaking of that too, like we was talking about earlier, man, you know why people sometimes have to run to the bathroom to piss or shit? Because the shit they eating. Like that shit you putting in your body, man. You just ate some shit that's one step from being the hottest shit in the world, and you think it ain't ready to come out? Shit.
Hey, I go to the bathroom and piss a lot, but I drink a lot of water. I'm going to drink probably at least 8 bottles while I'm at work, maybe more.
Well, that's all you older dudes with them bad prostates. Y'all got to keep water in them. Y'all got to keep that beer out that shit. You know what I'm saying? And they say too much head to fuck up your prostate. So some of y'all older men that's out there on Fleet, some of y'all old men that's out there on Fleet getting blew up every night. Y'all gonna have prostate problems.
I don't believe in stuff like that, you sick freak.
Believe in what? Hey, man. That shit trips me out, man. Hey, it's so crazy. Why you think prostitution, not saying you indulge in that, but it's so crazy that prostitution is the oldest business in the nation. And a lot of people say in the world, and they wonder why they can't get it under wraps. Like, oh, how come we can't get a hold under prostitution? And come on, man, that shit been going on for years and years. Not saying it's right, you know what I'm saying? Like that other shit that's going on is trafficking people. That shit is so crazy. Like that's something they need to get a hand on. That trafficking, because people shouldn't have to worry about their kids' safety all the time like that. This is America. Like, come on, man. Like
they ain't just getting kids. They getting older women too, and they and stuff.
Yeah, they getting older women too. So they say a lot of you ladies out there, when you go to the stores by yourself, groceries, it could be broad daylight. They got these vans parking on side of these cars, and you got your back turned finna get in there, and they'll snatch your ass up in there. Like, that's so don't think because I'm a grown woman, ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me. Yeah, when you got 3 niggas with burns to your head, it's a different motherfucking story.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. You're right. And they
So
do that.
y'all got to be more vigilant, and black men, y'all got to keep protecting y'all black women.
Yeah.
I mean, it's simple as that, you know.
Yeah.
And stop trying to use people, you know, men and women in the black race. That's something we got to cut out, using people, because y'all will see somebody hurting and take advantage of them. Jada Pinkett, August Alsina. Shit, you know.
No.
Y'all got to, man. You know, y'all got to do that.
They had this one white guy they caught, and I don't know, you probably could look it up, and he had murdered I think it was 16 black young chicks, and most of them had their organs missing, and he made like millions of dollars with that, and had his nice little defense and stuff. I think they gave him 14 years for that.
And that's so crazy. Now, you can get 14 years for mutilating people, but you'll get somebody who had one charge before and get caught with maybe a kilo of cocaine, and he may do life in jail. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to let somebody off for 14 years after mutilating somebody? Like 16 people? Look, matter of fact, you know who just died about 8 months ago, but I just found out the other day. You remember the Grim Sleeper?
Oh, yeah.
Right. Black dude.
Yeah, I didn't know he died in jail. Yeah, he died in jail.
How?
Yeah. I don't know. It was 8 months ago. I just heard about it yesterday, watching a little preview, and I'm like, damn.
Wow,
you know,
he wasn't in there long, huh?
Shit, he was in there since 2011.
That ain't long.
That ain't long. Shit.
Hey, that ain't
long.
That ain't long. But put it to you like this: y'all got somebody in there 9 years already, and y'all have proof. Not saying this is how it should go, but why do America put people in jail for years, 20 years, then execute them? Y'all make taxpayers pay for these people for 20 years, then kill them. That's a waste of money. Like, this shit is crazy. They should do like some of these other countries. Motherfuckers get accused and convicted and charged of rape. What they do? They chop his dick off, tell him go home. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, put it to you like this. That's prison right there. No dick involved. What are you gonna do? You can't please your wife? No. Shit. Do it like they do in these other countries. They catch people cheating on their spouses. They stone them both. Would say, Deacon, how you guys did it back in the BC days, huh?
Hey, well, you know what? I don't know what you're talking about, son, because I don't indulge in that stuff like you guys. You know, and in the church, we don't believe in sexual intercourse unless we're married.
It look like you getting some fucking head right now. What you talking about?
You sick weirdo. You're a weirdo.
Look, hey, y'all telling me, look, hey, bitch, get up.
You're a weirdo.
Man. Hey, but you know what, man? People need conversations like this, especially after all this pandemic stuff is. We had a guest a few weeks ago. Shout out to Gina. She said it is good to have some good adult conversation, which is true, because people who are cramped up all day in this pandemic and you ain't got nobody to talk to, like, have a good conversation like this. Oh, man, you'll go crazy. Real crazy. And and you know what, hey, Deke, while I'm on that note, man, send a shout out to Shane, man, our buddy of Hood Humor, G Shane. You know, he was assaulted last week. Somebody broke his arm with a golf club. So, we tell Shane to get better, man. You know, some of these people's crazy. That's a 74-year-old homeless man, and y'all want to sit there and beat on this dude because you can't do it to nobody else? Like, these people.
Oh, they did Shane like that.
Broke his arm, I had told him to go to the hospital, man. He did, and found out he had a break in it. And, I told him, man, look, I don't know, man, what's up with some of these people around here. I mean, to each his own, but the dude is 74 years old. You know what I'm saying? Homeless man, and you want to break the man's arm. It's already tough for people with medical insurance. So now you got a homeless man, you want to hurt this man and leave him to fear.
These motherfuckers, man, they wild. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna be right till the Father come, because they do some wild shit. I mean, like I said, like, what was that, a few years ago when they shot the little dude with an older dude who was getting up every day over there off of West Boulevard, and he's sitting over there hustling for his beer and shit. Was able to get him a little 40 ounce of 211. They jacked him for it, and he wouldn't give it to him, and they shot him and killed him. So That's some foul shit.
Over
You know what I'm
fucking
saying?
beer.
Yeah.
I bet money the person who did it, after 5 to 10 in jail, he realized, damn, what was I doing? But damn, see, that's what they say, man. Smart decisions. Yeah. Oh, they didn't catch him?
Nah.
That's crazy. Well, speaking of that now, you know,
saw it. There's people out there that saw it. They were too scared to talk.
And you know what, man? You know, we've grown up in a society where you're not supposed to say nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And in a sense, yeah, you know, it's still, you know, snitches get stitches.
Yeah.
But it's like, in reality, it's like everybody I've seen say that, and we've known some tough people too. Everybody I've seen say that shit all end up retracting that after something happened to somebody they love.
Yeah.
You know, that's real shit. I don't give a fuck who it is.
Not only that, the motherfuckers, all them cold ass wannabe thug niggas snitch on somebody to get out. All of them. They snitch on motherfuckers to get out.
They always say, you want to see who's snitching? See who go to jail on some big shit and be out in a few months.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, they may not have gave nobody up that you know, but they may have gave somebody up.
Yeah, and all they do is, they let me out because they couldn't prove it.
Yeah,
they let me out because they couldn't prove it.
My nigga, these jails get so much money per year to house you. You think they ain't gonna find nothing to prove? Shit.
And they make money on you. They make millions and millions on you.
Yeah. But hey, Deke, man, hey, B, why don't you go ahead and you know, tell somebody what, tell the people what you got going on as far as coming up before we get up out of here, man. Let them know, man, and let them know where they can find you at. Let them know your social medias. Give them your email address. You know what I'm saying? And if you got an event coming up, you know, let people know.
Okay. I know. Our Instagram page is ing_champion in acronym. So that's like C.A.A. That's our Instagram. Our email address is ingchampion spelled directly the same, no spaces, no nothing, at yahoo.com. Our next event, I have to volunteer for the Rams on the 22nd. So I might need you for that. You know what I'm saying? I might need you as a volunteer to help me out. But other than that, the beginning of the year, not a food on the 27th. I'm pretty sure I'll have one then. And I'll post it on my Instagram. It's always at Central Baptist Church, 108th Street in Crenshaw, behind the Winchells. That church right there, Central Baptist. That's like a home church. That's our home foundation church. So we gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? And we try to do it on the Thursdays, between Thursdays and Fridays, but it's always posted on our Instagram. So check us out. You know, we have good produce. You know, as far as like fruit, vegetables, bread, water, meat. We got whatever you need for your home that you really can't afford, because shit, even seasoning salt is like $7.
And you ain't lying. I would have bought some damn garlic salt the other day. Shit.
About $4. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's crazy, man. Then you go to 99-cent store, ain't nothing 99 cents. No. Probably some water
or the stale bread.
You know what I'm saying? So it's right, exactly. So, but it's rough, man. So we're gonna try to figure it out together as Inglewood Champions, as a community, as a city. Because like Deacon said before we started, he said it ain't no unity. So that's what we need. We need more unity. We need to unify this whole world, man.
You're right, man.
We're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, we're right, man. So y'all check them out, man, on Instagram, ING. You said ING_champion? Yes.
Champion in acronym. So it's like
acronym. Yeah, the acronym, the C.H. Y'all. Yeah, so y'all do that, man. ING_champions, you know, with that C.H.A. You know what I'm saying? And they doing good things out here, man. It ain't just like some people, we got a few things we gonna give out to make ourselves look good. Nah, they really out here doing good things and not looking for nothing back from it. So City of Inglewood, y'all need to back these boys, man. You know, I mean, a little extra cash y'all got, you know, something. It'll help them help more people. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what we gotta do, man. And
that's a cold spot though, because Inglewood got a lot of loot coming in there now. You know what I'm saying? So they need to, you know, they need to go ahead and fork over some of that.
Yeah, they do. But you got anything going on, Deke, before we get up out of here, man?
Well, you know, I want everybody to go to 1015 West 122nd Street to my church. Come on in anytime you want to. You can visit the deacon.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I thought that was 54th and Van Ness Pure Light Baptist Church. Have you changed churches?
Yeah, yes, I did, sir. Yes, I did.
Figured that because the only churches on 54th and Van Ness now is a liquor store.
You know what? Right on the corner. It wasn't on the corner, sir.
Oh, it was down there like going by that Alliance School, Ochio Donovan on 8th Ave or 4th Ave.
It was by 54th Elementary.
No, it was across the street. It was across the street from Van Ness Park. It was a converted home.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
We call those trap houses. But hey, man, we appreciate the Inglewood champs, the deacon, my boy Jay down in the VA. You know, holding us down, man. We got some more stuff coming up, man. Shout out to last week's guest too, Omar Cook. Shout out to everybody who paid attention. You know, like I said before, all you men, especially black men, protect your women. Keep them close, tight, protect them. Because tell you the truth, ain't nobody gonna ride for you like that down woman next to you. Because believe it or not, that nigga you think you're cool with, he will run out on you one day. Trust me, he'll leave you hanging. But real shit. That's why, hey, shout out to my wife. She ain't left me hanging. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got somebody that's there for y'all treat them right, because trust me, somebody else may be waiting for that person. Waiting for you to fuck up. Look at the deacon. Yeah. Hey, deacon on that Viagra, look at that motherfucker he was doing the Dougie over there,
I would never participate in any sexual activities unless I'm married, sir. I'm not like that, you sick freak.
Yeah.
I don't believe in stuff like that.
Man, like I said, y'all continue to y'all like, subscribe, share this, man. Let people know about it. Like I said, we bring you hood news, you know what I'm saying? Y'all hit us up on social media. Y'all follow Brandon Black at I am Brandon Black on Instagram. Y'all follow me at Real100P on Instagram. Y'all can follow us on Twitter at Radio_humor on Twitter. We post a lot of informative stuff, a lot of stuff that you don't know about, a lot of stuff you need to know about on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? There's no hate, it's all love. When you voice your opinion, it's not racial. You voicing your opinion. If you're an adult, respect people's opinion. You don't have to agree with it, but you can respect their opinion and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying?
And don't forget to let them know that if they get a chance, I know they got some of that frozen penicillin. They can go ahead and donate that to Brandon Black. He's gonna need it to get back. Y'all can go ahead and hit him up and send some of that frozen penicillin to him. We appreciate that.
Hey B, what's up with this dude, man?
Hey, don't do him like that. Frozen penicillin.
This motherfucker's sick, man.
That was wild right there.
Yeah, what kind of deacon? What kind of church he? All right, man.
Hey, man. I really appreciate y'all for having me on the show. Man. I ain't laughed so hard in about 6 months, man. I really appreciate y'all for that.
Well, well, when you go to the bathroom and look at your drawers, you gonna laugh again. Hey, what you say, Deke? You see that brown mark? He gonna laugh again. Shit.
One single time of gas around the West Coast. LA to the Pacific, my body flows, move like the Pacific.
Thank y'all, man.
Niggas let know it's the end. You might be cool, but I'm not your fucking friend. No new niggas, cause I'm 20 years in. J rocks the bells, I chime like Big Ben. I'm taking elevators all the way to the top. Outcast to these babies, cause I know how to rock. My daughter said, I'm old, I tell my daughter that I'm better. I'm a winner with a chicken dinner, word to the third letter, 3-piece with the biscuit and the large side of fries. I make your niggas hungry, make the same niggas cry. The roach on the wall when your guests come around. I fucked up spot and made a lot of niggas frown. I'm laughing at you niggas cause y'all are so comedic. Michael Jackson may be dead, but y'all still need to beat it. Scram, get lost, get the fuck up out of here. And when you leave the building, watch everybody cheer. Hoorah, hoorah, whack rapper said nada. I'm looking out the window waving at you saying bye. This is grown man business, boys better understand. But if you wanna learn a lesson, come fuck with the man. People give me love, it's only right I give it back. I give some love in my pocket, baby, hold on to that. So much love in my pocket that I walk with a limp. So slick with the word, took a thought I was a pimp. I'm the one you wanna see, 6 feet and 3D, standing tall over tall. Niggas got them watching me. Fire and desire always got me what I wanted. Got me liquor, fine women, microphones and hoes upon it. Never claimed to be the best, but I played and never lose. Hitting game, winning shots, they feel the Carolina blues. I can do this shit for days, rock beats and feel the vibe. Rest in peace, fight dog. Always rock with the tribe. Here we go, it's the fantasy. You people want a part of me, I'm back on my bullshit. Here we